defeated Villanova 64-49, so now both Wolverines hoops teams advance to the second weeks of their tournaments. Upcoming unrestricted free agents were the focus of Wings president Steve Yzerman at the trade deadline. He ships out Nick Leddy and Luke Witkowski for a center and a defenseman from the Blues, along with a 2023 second-rounder. Oscar Sundquist and Jake Wallman coming back. He also gets a 2024 fourth-rounder for Vlad Nemesnikov, and some veteran defensive help acquired by the Lions in free agency. Cornerback Mike Hughes and special teams ace Chris Board given one-year deals. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Good morning. With Craig Hargrave, the Governor, Tom Milliken, Heather Park, John Jansen. I'm Stoney. Welcome to Tuesday. It is the Stoney and Jansen program. Good morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Good. It's Tuesday morning. Got no real complaints. Yesterday was a beautiful weather day, busy day. Today, probably not quite as much.
What'd you do? You practices? Did you have?
Yeah,
I know you did the TJ podcast.
Yeah, we recorded the podcast. Ran Ann Arbor recorded that podcast. Got a chance to talk to some people there, and then it was running around with kids. So we had tennis last night. We had basketball started up last night, travel basketball. We also had softball practice and baseball practice.
Wow.
So a lot of road time. Not a lot of watching time, a lot of road time. Just dropping people off.
Hey, using that gas mod.
Oh, yes. Gas prices did tick down a little bit, so that was a nice assist.
I actually did the Costco deal. I've said before, I'm usually not one of those, there's some people that if it's 2 cents cheaper across the street or they'll around the side of the town, they'll drive forever. I'm not like that. But when it's 30 cents a gallon.
Oh, yeah. What was Costco yesterday?
Yes, I saw a 3.
I know.
$3.94.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's nice to be back in the 3s.
Yes, and everything else around there was like $4.30.
Yeah. Not too long ago, it was in the 2s.
I understand that.
Go back there.
Eventually, look, I mean, when you follow the history of gas prices over decades, and gas is the same thing.
I just heard it.
It's okay. Come out every once in a while. Gas and water.
Yeah.
Historically, forgetting, obviously they haven't been this high, but they've gone through ups and downs, and it happens, and you can blame whoever you want. It happens both parties, and sure, it's just whatever excuses you want to use.
The best question that we have, though, is not about gas prices.
Yeah?
It's about how did Heather Park and Emily do yesterday?
It was a tough day.
Better yet, how did Colin do?
Colin did great. I'm very thankful we have grandmas that really want to help us and really want to spend their time with Emily, so it was very helpful. I was able to take a nap, which was awesome, and I didn't do anything you guys did. I just changed a lot of diapers, cleaned a lot of spit up, gave a bath. That was fun.
Yes.
We tried to take a walk, but she was too fussy, so we said, you know what, we won't enjoy the day, we'll just stay inside.
Very nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well done.
I had a fussy dog yesterday. All he wanted to do was play and bark.
That makes him
Dog?
fussy?
That dog?
That
How dare you want to bark and
Yeah.
play?
No, I mean for
I said put that ball down!
And you know what he said? I can't hear you, I'm deaf. When you're trying to take a nap, you're just sitting there, and all of a sudden...
I want to watch this interaction between Stoney and his deaf dog. This has got to be unbelievably
It's so
entertaining.
weird, because when you have dogs, and you've had dogs for a long time, Cindy does the same thing. Stop, Sammy. And it's like, why are you yelling at a deaf dog? He can't hear. He's so much fun, but yesterday...
Makes you feel good, though.
Yesterday he was just...
He was just fussy.
Yes.
Just
fussy. And he just when they want to play, and forgetting whether they're deaf or not, they just don't... They don't agree to the no. Stop, or you've had enough. And they'll take the tennis ball, and you're trying to sleep. Next thing you know, drops the ball on your chest. Mm-hmm. You sit there, she stares at you with that cute freaking face. So you take the ball and you try to throw it. I try to throw it downstairs from my bedroom, my bed, and he
Not to put you off the wall,
but
so to get rid of
because he's deaf also. He can't hear where the ball goes sometimes.
Oh.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's weird. And it's the time of the year, for, like around our house, when the ground is really moist, so to speak, and sometimes muddy. I just hate taking them out in that.
It is the worst. I do
It
agree
is.
with you on that one.
Uh-huh.
That
But
sucks.
our house, for some reason, because it's close to a creek, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it, the ground, especially when the snow melts, it gets
Yeah.
very
Damp.
damp.
Yes.
Yes, to put it nicely.
So does ours.
Spongy.
Yes.
And I'm asking this, like, would it be a good idea to, like, put, once it's not, like, super cold, like the weather we have right now, to put, like, some sort of, like, tub outside where they can step in it
Yeah.
and at least get their feet wet,
For sure.
wash it off, and then at least you just dry them?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure, yeah, if you can train them to do that.
Cindy bought this thing.
Well,
I
you
don't
put
know.
them in it. You don't let them in.
Cindy bought this thing. It's like this circular thing. You
Yes.
just put
Their
their paw
paw
in
in it.
there, and you just,
We do that too. We have one too.
what's it called? Like
I don't know the name of it, but it's helpful.
yes.
But it's also messy a little bit too. You have,
I know.
it's all work.
We call it a hose.
Yeah, it's just
Just hose them down, and throw them in the
It's a lot
kennel.
of
Oh, but that's even thrown where in the kennel.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Go trample through the house. Both sleep on the same bed with us.
Oh, yeah. Now, Dakota comes in, and I tell her, kennel up, and she makes a hard right into the laundry room, right into her kennel. She'll even open up with her nose now.
We should send our dogs over to his house for like a training camp.
Yeah. Let's see, train a deaf dog.
Kennel time, let's go.
I want to see John put, excuse me, Dakota on his diet. Sorry, you can only have 6 pieces of kibble.
Yeah. Well, it just depends.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Dakota wear flannels?
No, Dakota has her own jacket. That's people that walk around with jackets on their dogs. I just, hey, if they can do whatever they want, that's fine.
That's not for me.
It's not for, I can't imagine trying to put my dog into a jacket.
I remember years ago when we had like a dachshund or whatever when I was a kid. We had a sweater for the dog. It's just like, really? I understand it's cold outside. Dogs do have fur.
Yeah.
They do. There's some dogs that don't have fur.
Well, yeah.
And those dogs need a little jacket.
I
But I totally
don't
agree.
disagree. Yeah.
But they're cute.
Yes, they are
A
cute.
dog in a sweater is adorable.
All right. What wasn't adorable? Well, it might have been, depending on what you wanted to happen at the LCA last night. The Pistons. All right, we're down to 10 games left. You can say it was a good loss.
The race is on.
Yes, Pistons lose to Portland 119-115. The Pistons Pistons came back from a 23-point deficit to take the lead, and it was just like, really? You're going to do this? But then reality took over, and they actually lost because Portland's awful. Lillard's obviously out for the season. They traded C.J. McCollum. Cade Cunningham had 25 points, played well, but he had 9 huge turnovers, and many of them down the stretch were really bad.
Yeah.
And that's why they pretty much lost the game besides the awful start. Sadiq Bey had 25. Ladies and gentlemen, a Luka Garza sighting. The bench actually kept them in the game, and they improved the lead. Garza and Saban Lee and Isaiah Livers, they got the momentum going, and it was kind of fun.
There was one play, though, defensive. He is horrendous.
I know.
I don't think I've ever seen a worse big man defensive.
He is. I know. He's just so clumsy. He's like Herman Munster.
It's like Olay, just let him by.
I know.
Monster.
Yeah, that's what he looks like. Anyway,
He actually does.
I don't don't even know what he looks like, though.
I'm going to pull up a picture.
I mean, I know
for
the
you.
name.
Yeah.
The
No, I'm.
monster.
No.
Is it like
I'm Luka
Frankenstein?
Garza.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a
Yeah.
nice Frankenstein. Fred Gwynn was the actor back in the day.
I don't. Who would Luka Garza be? Like former Lions cornerback. Just got burned every time.
Wow.
He's like Vincent Gray from the COVID season.
So here you go.
That's a good analogy.
Young Frankenstein.
No!
What do we do? Shut up.
Herman Munster. Yeah, Herman. Now I'm going to put him next to Herman Munster.
Okay. Luka Garza, Herman Munster. I like that. All right. Also last night, the Houston Rockets won a game.
Wow.
Are we good? Are we good?
No!
Yes.
No!
It's all squared off.
Is there a little Kevin McHale in him?
There's definitely got to be some Kevin McHale.
Yeah. The Rockets won. Oklahoma City loses. They couple with the Pistons loss. So right now, the Pistons are one game behind Oklahoma City. In the bottom three, I should say. They're tied with the Magic, just one game ahead of Houston.
I did the side by
Sorry.
side.
I kind of see it.
Yeah.
I do kind of see it. Not the square head, but yeah, I do. I see it a little bit. Sorry, Stoney.
It's okay. Also, last night, briefly, and I kind of watched it because I saw them play in person the other day, the Michigan women's team advanced to the Sweet 16. Hopefully, it's a precursor because they beat Villanova at Chrysler 64-49. The atmosphere just seemed, I know Doug said he was thinking of going to the game because his daughter wanted to go.
Yeah.
It just seemed crazy there.
Naz Hillman.
27 points, nine rebounds. She owned the first half. So they are in the Sweet 16, and they'll take on South Dakota, who upset Baylor over the weekend. You mentioned Lion cornerbacks. They signed one yesterday.
They did.
Yeah, Mike Hughes, who was a number one draft choice from the Vikings a few years ago out of Central Florida. I remember, thinking he might last to the second round. The Lions could get him.
Yeah.
Injuries just really.
Every single year.
Yeah, so he was traded to Kansas City last year. Played in every game. Played okay. He's not a great player, but he's a depth player with a veteran depth player. And the one thing that I like about this, regime, so to speak, that they didn't have before that, they're trying to get guys to compete for jobs. Because we were all saying, oh boy, Jerry Jacobs and A.J. Parker, they're really good, Now they're still bringing in guys that compete with him.
Yeah.
This guy's a veteran. He's
Just because you made it 1 year, you're an undrafted guy, you think all of a sudden you made it? No. You've got to compete every single year and get better.
Also, they signed Chris Board from the Baltimore Ravens, and most people aren't too familiar with him, including, I did research here. 26 years old, a stalwart
On the special
of
teams.
Special teams.
Yeah.
Baltimore did not want him to leave.
No, you lose Jalen Reeves-Maven.
Yes.
You've got to replace that special teams production with something. Chris Board does that. And last year, he started to get some more time actually playing. So he's another depth guy, but kind of the heart and soul of a depth guy because he can contribute in so many different ways.
Yep.
It's clear as day what this franchise is trying to do, right?
Yeah. A lot of guys on one-year contracts, so they build up their capital in the draft and
It is.
get guys to compete.
But I feel like there's a reflection of Chris Spielman here.
Oh, Chris Spielman and Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
I mean, it's you got grit. The guys that they're signing, they're all grit guys.
So maybe a little bit later, are people cool with this because of the craziness that's going on in the NFL?
I think you have to be cool with it because most, not all the craziness is going on at the quarterback position, and I don't think the Lions.
They're not in position right now to do that.
Exactly.
But in large part, the Lions are doing the opposite.
Right, I know, and that's part of the.
They're biding their time. They're actually building.
Yes, indeed. Also, the Red Wings at the trading deadline. Nick Leddy, he was expected to be traded because he sat out 2 games over the weekend. Traded to the St. Louis Blues for Oscar Sundqvist and Jake Wallman. Sundqvist played a good portion of the season where the Blues won the Stanley Cup. He was really good. He's a depth forward. He's got another year left on his contract. He'll be 28 years old tomorrow. He had a double hip and knee injury, which kind of screwed him up a little bit. But he's a good player. Not a great player. The defenseman is somebody who's on the last year of his contract. Jake Wallen, we'll see what he can do. They also traded Vladimir Nemetsnikov for a 4th-round pick. I kind of thought they'd be able to get a 3rd, but whatever. The guy who engineered those moves, Steve Yzerman, will join us coming up at 8:02. All right. Our telephone number, 248-539-9797. Coming up around 6:25, Heather will have news for us. And also some interesting broadcasting stuff that took place yesterday. We'll get into that coming up next. 97.1.
Hey, I mentioned the rain that's going to be coming, and we got to have that to get some of that green grass. And if you want a really nice green lawn. You got to give Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service a call at 888-GET-GREEN, or you can find them on the web at naturalway.com. If you're worried about crabgrass, you've had that before, you've got to address it now. It's easier to prevent the problem than it is to fix it, so schedule early and call now, because if you purchase a full lawn program, you're going to get free grub control, free surface insect control, but you got to mention my name, John Jansen, and 97.1 The Ticket. They're going to assign your lawn its own specialist. They're going to custom tailor a solution specifically for your yard and your home, and they're so sure of what they do, they're going to give 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They've been doing it for over 3 decades here in the Detroit area. Natural Way Lawn and Tree Service. Get green, stay green with Natural Way.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. The roads are pretty clear on this early Tuesday morning. No accidents or slowdowns right now. Taking a look at some road work coming up today. 96 westbound from Novi to Milford Roads. Construction for that flex lane work. A right lane closure until later this afternoon. Presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook and Casino. Download it today, and when you make your first deposit, Caesars will match it 100% up to $2,000. Your app is ready, Emperor. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 21 years or older. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
In 2018, marijuana use became legal in Michigan for adults over the age of 21. It's legal in Detroit, Grand Rapids. It's legal in Bad Axe and Goodhart. It's legal in Hell. And it's legal in Paradise. But there's one place in Michigan where being high is never legal, and that's behind the wheel of a car. Studies show that marijuana impairs key driving skills like tracking, attention, reaction time, and hand-eye coordination. If you're found guilty of driving under the influence of marijuana, you could have your license suspended and face fines. You may even have to serve time in jail, which is not good, even in Paradise. So remember, even though marijuana is legal, driving high is not. Don't drive high. It's the law. A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
Don't rely on just your cell phone to connect to the internet. Enjoy a year of free high-speed home internet service when you add 1 line of unlimited mobile with 5G for only $30 a month when you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right. Get fast, reliable home internet for free when you add 1 line of unlimited mobile with 5G for only $30 a month. Act now to get this incredible deal so you can enjoy more streaming, gaming, chatting, sharing, and everything